I'm sorry to inform you, but your girlfriend has been lying to you. Size does matter. But what she wasn't lying about was the fact that the big ones do hurt her. Welcome back to the channel, guys. And the purpose of today's video is, like I said, I'm just talking about the fact that size does matter. I just had a little experience with my wife at the range the other day. I was trying to zero this in because the scope is new. The RMR isn't, but I just wanted to re-zero that because it got remounted on top of the scope. That didn't work out so well. So I figured I'll just run some basic drills with my SBR instead, while I had my wife do the same thing. Just work on some basic fundamentals overall of just shooting. Because, you know, if you have a partner, you have a loved one, it's important to teach them this shit too. And my wife has her own rifle, which you'll see right here. But at the range, basically, I found it really interesting because I had my wife shoot first, right? Just to, you know, get just to get everything down, right? Just to see what she's fucking up at, see what she's doing good at, and see what we could improve from there, and what progress we could make from there. Now, when I had a steel target up, a basic, I don't know, $35 steel target, a small, I believe it's a 2-inch and a 4-inch, something like that. I don't remember the measurements specifically, but what I do remember is when she was shooting the target, when she was actually able to hit it, first off, it wasn't spinning as violently as it normally does. There you go. There you go. Whereas if I shoot it with my pistol, with my bag gun, my little PDW, all 9mm, or even with my SBR, it spins violently as hell, extremely violent. Whereas when she shot it with hers, mind you, her rifle is a 16-inch standard, 16-inch barrel, as is this one. But when I was shooting with my SBR, which is an 11.5, it wasn't spinning like, it was spinning like crazy. So I found that really interesting. I didn't really notice it at the time when she was actually shooting it. When I looked back at the footage that I took, and when I actually, you know, once we made the discovery and everything, I kind of came to the conclusion and realized why we actually noticed that. Hey guys, one other thing I forgot to add is the fact that when my wife was shooting her target versus when I was shooting mine, we heard we didn't hear the ding that we normally would with the steel target, period. Like when I shot it with my SBR, you hear it super loud along with the violent spinning, whereas with her rifle, her 16-inch, it spun not as fast, but you also didn't really hear the impact. So, and I later realized it's because of the fact that her bullets went straight through the fucking target, whereas mine just punched it. So here's a clip of that here.
I can't hear the ding.
When I shot my rifle right after hers, it was spinning again violently. So then right after I completed my mag, I went to go readjust the target because, you know, it's implanted in the ground, or like I hammered it in the ground basically, but it kind of shifted a little bit just under fire. So I went over to the target to fix it, and then I noticed my target was completely fucked up. Holes going straight through it. Now, this is just a little bit of gun porn, right? I just want to show this off. This is my 16-inch. This was the very first rifle that I ever bought. It was a Diamondback. This is a very sentimental rifle for me because I bought it at a certain time. I loved it, and it's ran beautifully ever since. I switched out some parts here and there for it. I even painted it, and it shoots beautifully. Let's make sure we're clear. There we go. We'll put this cartridge to the side, but runs beautifully. I got the nice bipod because this is my general purpose rifle, right? I definitely believe that everybody who's serious about this, if you own a rifle, you should have at the very least two. One for, both of them would have different purposes. One as your general purpose overall type of rifle, and another rifle that serves a different purpose that's based on, I guess, your role or that fits your environment. In my case, I have the SBR, the 11.5. Because number one, it's a lot lighter. It helps me maneuver a lot quicker. In my apartment, per se, it's a small apartment, so I don't really see myself getting around while wielding this, right? Just because it's a bit of a spear, right? Especially when I eventually suppress it. It's a bit of a spear. It's kind of long, whereas with the 11.5, I could easily kind of maneuver a little better. Outfitted it with the white light. Reason why I'm a righty, excuse me, and I hold the supporting part with my left hand. So normally when you do that, you want the flashlight on the other side so it doesn't obscure your hand placement or anything. Reason why is because I don't really operate the pressure switch that much. I prefer hitting this because it's less chance of an ND to happen. I just have it like this and here so that eventually, if God forbid, if I go down and my wife doesn't have her rifle for whatever reason, she could easily grab it and operate it, being the weirdo lefty that she is. And as far as the optics, I have a Vortex Strike Eagle on here, 1:8, along with a Holosun 407K, I believe. Oh, it says it right here. No, 407C, excuse me. It's a green dot. I have the scope zeroed in for 50 and the dot is zeroed in for 15 because obviously this is for short engagements, close quarters, whatever the case is. Because like I said, this is a general purpose rifle. So the whole purpose and the whole point of me giving you this whole spiel, right, about my rifle and all of this and telling you the story is I just want to break down why having a longer barrel makes your duty ammo makes your training ammo duty ammo. Now, I'm a huge proponent of having your hollow points, right? This is 77 grain OTM AAC ammo. I no longer buy that ammo ever since I found out about the whole explosion stuff happening with their bullets. I've just had this ammo for a while. Stays in there, haven't cycled it out yet. Whatever, right? But I'm a huge proponent of having your duty ammo. I love my critical defense, my Hornady 223s. I believe they're 68 grain. That's actually my favorite round overall because it works the fucking best. Those I carry in my SBR. Plus, it's so goddamn expensive, that ammo. And like I've said in previous videos, I'm not fucking rich. You might be, so go nuts, buy all the expensive ammo you want. I'm not, so I have to make smart decisions based off of budget, which is also why I'm making this video. Because what I'm saying is, don't believe the hype. Don't buy into the hype when certain creators, certain YouTubers are telling you to stock X type of ammo or Y type of ammo because of this, that, and the third. What I'm saying is stock up as much FMJs as you can because number one, you need to keep training. That's one thing. Shooting is a diminishable skill. If you don't use it, you're gonna lose it. So you gotta keep training. That's one thing you have to stay on top of. Even if shit hits the fan in the WROL scenario, you're gonna need, let's load that mag back up because it looks cooler, right? But you're gonna need to keep training. So you need your FMJs, but obviously you're gonna need your duty ammo, especially if you have something like an SBR, something with a little more, something that could pack more of a punch when you actually fire that bullet out of your 11.5 versus your 16. But again, just look at the pictures and look at the target. I mean, just my wife's bullshit. Radical Firearms AR-15. She's got a Radical RF-15 with a bunch of parts switched out, but that's hers. Even with her shitty RF-15, literally with just 55 grain 223 ammo, shot a hole straight through the target. Whereas with my 11.5, it just punched it. So at the end of the day, one thing, if you don't know anything else about ammo, bullets, and what they do, right? If you just like guns and if you don't really know too much about it, cool. A lot of people are like that. At the end of the day, velocity kills. It's speed and velocity that takes down your damn target. So when you're shooting a 55 grain bullet out of a 16 inch, I believe it's 31 to 3,300 feet per second, whereas with an 11.5, it's about 200 to 300 feet per second less. That amount makes a big difference when it comes to actual velocity overall and what it could do to your target, especially when we're talking about distance, which is why I have this fucker right here. So, like I was saying earlier, don't buy into the hype. Buy all the ammo you want. Buy all the FMJs you want, because at the end of the day, especially if shit hits the fan, your training ammo is going to become duty ammo if you're shooting it out of something like a 16 or an 18 inch or a 20 inch. None of that stuff matters. So don't buy into the hype. Obviously, save your money, spend smartly. You're an adult, so whatever, do what the hell you want with your money. But if you're trying to budget in a efficient and smart way, then make sure you don't buy into the hype. You know, do some training. Well, do a lot of training. Make sure you know your gun, right? And make sure you just get good. Don't have a fucking skill issue, so that by the time, if God forbid, shit hits the fan, then you're ready to go. So I appreciate you guys watching this little rant I had and talking about my little experience. I'm just gonna throw some little B-roll footage of us, or just myself, shooting at the end, along with me zeroing in my scope here, because it's if you're a fellow autist like me, you like that kind of stuff. So thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Let's move it. Okay. Nice. There we fucking go. Okay. You need to go to the right. Where did you go? Okay. Okay. Fucking beautiful. Okay.
Oh.